PJs, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe down below to become part of my PJ squad, which is always awesome. And as always, comment down below what you guys would like to see next, or if you just want to hop down there and say hello. I'll be answering as many comments as I can. So as you guys can see from the title, I am reviewing Slime OG. I did review them quite some time ago, but I decided to review them again. They had some wonderful slimes in stock, and I just could not resist, so I wanted to review them. So they sent this business card with some candy and borax, and then here are the three slimes. They all have their Slime OG picture on the top and then the label on the side, and then of course the little warning label on the bottom. There was two different types of containers, but I do believe there might be changing their containers. I'm not really sure. As you guys can see, one of them is a dome clear lid, the other one is a flat black lid. I personally like the black one because I just don't like the dome lids. They're just not my type of thing, but they are both beautiful. But I just wanted to point that out. But anyways, the first slime is Fiesta Cake, and this one is really interesting. It's like a cloud cream on the bottom and a jelly cube on the top, and I got this one because of that. Like, it sounds so cool. Like, those two textures sound great, and it just looked beautiful in general. So it is a really nice mint green color, and then there's a ton of like little jelly cubes on the top. They're beautiful. It smells so nice. It smells just like buttercream and cake to me. It smells great. Like, my goodness, it's so nice. And the combined texture is really nice because it's still like that cloud cream texture, but because of that clear part on the top, it creates nice bubble pops, and then those little jelly cubes give it a great texture. It honestly reminds me of like that pudding stuff you can make. Like, it's green, it's usually pistachio, I think, and then you can add marshmallows and stuff. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. It was originally called Watergate salad, I know that, but I don't remember what it's called now. But that's just what it reminds me of, and I really like it. I don't know, I'm just kind of talking, but anyways, it's so nice. I love the sprinkles in it, and it's just really beautiful. And yeah, so definitely 5 out of 5 pajamas. The second slime I'm reviewing is called Cookie Milk, and just like the name suggests, it smells like cookie milk. I also like the interpretation on this. Usually when you see milk slimes, of course, they're usually white, even though it could be like cookie milk or something like that. So I do love that this is more of a brown color, because this is what it can turn into when you add cookies to milk, so I really like that. I also like the different variations of add-ins. There's some black hearts in here, there's some black chunks, and then there's some black glitters to represent like chocolate chip pieces, you know, because obviously it's gonna break down in milk. So I really love the like take that they took on this. It's really nice and really unique. As for the texture, it doesn't fully remind me of a cereal milk. It's more like I'm not really sure if it's a glue wall, but it kind of reminds me of one. Pretty thick, but not like a cereal milk like texture. It's really hard to explain because cereal milk textures can be so like varied. and people can take them in different directions. But I do really like the texture. It just doesn't really remind me of a cereal milk texture. It's really hard to explain, but I still really like this slime, and it's very nice to play with. Also, when you stretch it a lot, it becomes nice and kind of, I don't know, like really airy and sort of fluffy, so it changes texture, and I think that's awesome as well because I just really like it when thick slimes turn like fluffy. It's just really nice to see. So 5 out of 5 pajamas. I really liked this one as well. The last slime for today's review is Tres Leches, and I also got this one for the unique texture combination. This one, first of all, let me just say how beautiful it is. I love those strawberry like females. They're huge. And so what pulled me into this one was the fact that it's a bingsu bead, like a white glue bingsu bead on the bottom, and then it has white clay on the top. And I've actually never seen one of these before, so I knew I had to try it because, of course, new textures. And you guys, the scent on this smells exactly like condensed milk, and that's what the bottom looked like to me. So I was like shook the whole time I was messing with this. I was like, did they put real condensed milk in here? Because it smells on point to it. And honestly, I don't really like condensed milk very much, but the scent is really good, and it's awesome. And when the texture combines, it becomes really nice and fluffy. It does leave some residue, and it still does now unless I like over activate it, which I tend to do that anyways, but it does leave just a tiny bit of residue. It's not a huge deal. And the texture, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's really hard to explain, but the best way I can is like it's addicting, but I don't know how to play with it. Like I always play with it all the time, but the bubble pops are really hard to do. It's hard to poke, it's hard to stretch. So it's an in between on how I like it. I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5 pajamas because it's just really hard to play with, and there's not much you can do with it but just hold it. And I personally just don't like those slimes, and I think that there should be a quality to it that people can actually enjoy. And if there's really nothing you can do with it, then I'm not really sure what to do with it, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to be rude. I just wish that maybe the bubble pops were better, and then it would easily get 5 out of 5, but for now it will get 4.5. But with that, that is the end of the review. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I kind of got tongue-tied there. I really liked all the slimes, and they were great. I really need to purchase from Slime OG more. But anyways, with that, I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.